Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to your English class. Today we will be continuing Friends at the Sea Escape. Our topic for today is the elements of science fiction. Now, I hope you have already read the text and you are thorough with the story. So without much delay, let us go to our topic for today, that is the elements of science fiction. Now, before I get into the elements, let's discuss what exactly is science fiction. Now, science fiction, is a genre of fiction in which the stories often tell us about science and technology of the future, So it is, in very simple words, we can say that it is a story written, and it tells us about science and technology, and it is always set in the future, Over here, usually you will have scientific inventions and the story will be set in the future. They are very realistic and fantastic details, The story will have realistic, it will be quite real, and they will be fantastic details. It'll be grounded in science, means it will have science as a background, and it will usually be set in the future, and there will be unknown inventions. The inventions may not be known to us today, or the inventions may not have been invented in our time today, Example is this movie. It is known as Back to the Future. Now, this is a very, very popular movie, one of my favorites. And over here, we have Marty and the scientist. And this scientist, he invents this car, which is actually a time machine, which can take him to the future or it can take him to the past. And they have amazing adventures. There are three parts, so three movies. You should really watch them. They are my favorite movies. Then we also have the City of Ember. This is also set in the future where war, has destroyed our world. And because of war, people or the government comes to know that because of war, our world is going to end. So they build a city inside the earth. And the story starts with the city is actually becoming very old, and there are plans, where the people of the city need to leave this City of Ember and go up back to the earth after 200 years. But somewhere along, as the mayors keep on changing from the city, the plans are lost, and it's this girl and boy's duty, to help the city and to help the people of Ember. It's really a good book. There is also a movie related to it. You should read it or you should watch the movie, These are like movies which you will really enjoy. And last but not the least, who can forget the Terminator, right? This is again a very famous movie, and it is set in the future where Arnold is a robot, and he comes back to the past in order to try and change the past, where if he changes the past, the future will also change, It's really famous, and I think we all know his favorite term, I'll be back, right? So these are 3 or 4 movies, my favorite movies, They deal in science fiction. There are many more. If you ever get time, do watch them and you would get a clear picture of what is science fiction. So remember, science fiction, just simple stories, They are fiction, they are not real, they are set in the future, they talk about an invention, So very, very simple. Now, today our topic is the elements of science fiction. Now, the elements of science fiction are your title, your characters, the setting, the beginning, the middle, the end, the plot, the theme. So all these are our elements. But today we will be discussing only these few elements for today. So let's have a discussion on these elements. Now, title, we already know, that the title of the lesson is Friends at the Sea Escape. This is such a beautiful title because Tara and Nilesh, even though they are not friends in the beginning, they become friends at the end, and the place where they stay is known as the Sea Escape. Okay, the characters are Tara, we have Nilesh, we have Tara's dad, and we have Jesse. These are the main characters. There are many supporting characters which we will not discuss. Okay, we will be talking about only the main characters. Now we know that the setting is in the Sea Escape. Most of the action happens in the Sea Escape, so that becomes your setting. In the beginning, okay, we know that Tara and her dad, they live in an underwater colony called the Sea Escape. Okay, we know that Tara's life is boring because she has no friends to talk or to play with, and she tells us that staring at the fishes is her only pastime, but fishes do not talk, and this makes her bored. Okay, she goes to school, but she hates her classmate Nilesh because he always teases her. So the author has already given us the beginning of the story. Let's see what happens in the middle. Okay, in the middle, we know, okay, that Tara's father is a scientist who is building colonies underwater for people to live. Okay, land is becoming less and less because of global warming. The land is shrinking because of global warming. The ice caps are melting. Okay, and because of that, there is flooding all over the world, and because of that, land is shrinking, or you can say the land is becoming less. Now Tara's father is a scientist, and he is the one who discovered the Sea Escape, or he is the one who made the first Sea Escape. Now he is making many Sea Escape buildings or colonies where people can live under water because there is less land. Okay, there is no land. Maybe in the future there would be no land, so people need to find a place to live, and so he is making colonies which are under water. Now this is his job. Okay, even though he's a scientist, he helps to make the colonies. Okay, now one day, okay, this is his work. On one such day, it could be his bad luck, okay, he meets with an accident when there is a rock slide. Okay, a mountain of rocks fall on top of him. Okay, and he is trapped under the fallen rocks. Now when Tara hears about this, she becomes really upset, and in this part we find that Nilesh helps her a lot, and a bond of friendship is formed between Nilesh and Tara. Okay, we also know the contribution of Jessie the dolphin. Okay, she's a very important part in the story. It is only because of her Tara's dad gets saved. Okay, so Tara rushes to help him with the help of Nilesh and Jessie, and we know that from enemies they become friends. Okay, now in the end we come to know that Nilesh helps Tara save her father. Okay, so Nilesh helps Tara, Jessie helps Tara, and they save her father. They become friends in the end. Okay, so we see how the elements are all put together to form this beautiful story. Clear? So this is all about your elements. For your homework, you need to do S3. In case you have any doubts, you can always give me a call or you can message me. That's all for today. Stay happy, stay safe, and happy learning. Bye bye.